Alright everyone, over there in front of the camera there is Dylan Harp.
It's me.
It's pretty dark in this hotel room. This is all the lights we are provided in this hotel room that's downtown.
Yeah.
So that is as good looking as Dylan's going to be tonight. So with that being said...
Pretty good. Like he said, we are here in downtown Los Angeles in kind of a ratty hotel room, but definitely very blessed to be here. We've definitely got the door deadbolted, weapons drawn, so we're ready. But just to give you a kind of a recap of what's going on and how we got here. Well, first off, me and Paul have been talking about this is probably our best day yet, and it was challenging. It really started last night in Albuquerque, and we posted video there from a bus station. Well, we probably started in that bus station around 7 o'clock and waited for our bus to get there until about 11, or 11:45 as a matter of fact. We rode that bus all the way into Los Angeles and did not get here until, what do you say, Paul, about 5 today?
5.
About 5 o'clock. And so it was it's close to 18-hour bus ride today. And so, but nonetheless, we got here and we're safe, we're sound. We hiked up about 3 miles to our hotel room from the bus station. So
it was only 2.5, he's exaggerating.
2.5, y'all do math, right? 2.5, don't you round up for all you teachers out there? But nonetheless, like we said, here we are. As we were walking the three miles, we passed this church, and it was centered in downtown. It was really cool. You wouldn't expect it to be a church. I think it used to be like violins or something like that. Well, they had just recently converted it to this church, and it was called Victory Outreach Church. And we looked on the outside of the window, and their whole purpose, by their name, of course, is just outreach, evangelism, sharing the gospel. And so we poked our head in there, and once we found our hotel room, we actually came back, and they had service tonight. It was like a two-hour power is what they called it. And it was basically spent in prayer, spent in scripture. It rejuvenated us, encouraged us, everything. The pastor even handed us $20 to help fund our trip. Once we got to talking to him, telling him what we were doing, he loved it. He was so into evangelism. It was awesome because we were the only 2 white people there, so we stuck out like sore thumbs. But it was great because they welcomed us. And they even offered us bodyguards and other people to escort us throughout the city. I guess we looked pretty puny or something. Or maybe, like I said, we just stick out. I don't know. But they offered us bodyguards and protection to go throughout the city and share the gospel here in Los Angeles. So we really feel like God is planting us here in Los Angeles. We need your prayers to tell us how long we need to be here and what we need to be doing. We're looking at different options on where to stay. We've been offered homes, but they're in the roughest neighborhoods in town, so we don't know if we'll take those just out of safety reasons. It would be like us 2 camping out in fairgrounds in Dallas, just to give you Texans a general idea. But so it's possible we could take them, but we're leaning more to what they call hostels, and those are like little $15, almost like army huts where they put you in bunk beds and stuff like that, and you sleep there. That would be our hub, and during the day we'd go out and share the gospel. In Hollywood, we would go down to Venice Beach. All these buses run, and it only costs $1 or $2 to take the bus for the whole day. So that's what we want to do. We want to share the gospel and keep going with that. At church today, they read a verse, and I just got to read this to you just real quick. It's Isaiah 61. And it's verses 1 through 4. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, because the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted, to proclaim liberty to the captives, and the opening of the prison to those who are bound, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor, and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all who mourn, to grant to those who mourn in Zion, to give them a beautiful headdress instead of ashes, the oil of gladness instead of mourning, the garment of praise instead of a faint spirit, that they might be called oaks of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he may be glorified. They shall build up the ancient ruins. They shall raise up the former devastations. They shall repair the ruined cities, the devastations of many generations. That was straight out of Isaiah. That is our whole purpose, is to share the gospel, what it said. And just look that up on your own time. Let those words soak in. It's so beautiful. Our challenge to you is to share the gospel where you're at. We really want to challenge you to do that in your workplace, wherever you're at. If you want to go out, like when you're going to the mall or when you're going to a restaurant, just have conversation. Don't hide behind your faith, but proclaim the gospel wherever you go. Read Jeremiah 20, verse 9. It's awesome. Let that soak in. But other than that, that's pretty much all I got. Just continue to be praying for us, and please pray for Paul. It's been a night and day battle to contend with him. He's already trying to get out of Los Angeles so he can go back home and see his girlfriend.
Oh, shut up.